What's up, guys? Welcome to South of the Blue Line. Jen.
Kenneth.
So, 12 days of hockey are behind us. Now we're in January.
This team was going to miss Vernon Fiddler. I didn't think it was going to be this much.
Yeah, I feel like we went through a rough patch in the past 2 weeks. El Capitan got hurt, and for the first time since 2013, missed a game, which is a big kick in the foot to our boys, you know.
But he only missed 2.
He did only miss 2. Stars versus Blues. We lose 3-4. First goal of the game, Lori Korpikoski. Second period, Patrick Eves, the caveman. And then Klingberg.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we lost to St. Louis in regulation, which means no points for us. This is the road trip where the boys go to LA and Anaheim only. Our boy, Brett Ritchie.
Mm-hmm. What was funny is the audio accidentally picked up Brett saying a bad word on TV.
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious. Second period, Tyler Seguin,
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Alexiak, Big Rig. I love Big Rig. Shorzy, another rookie doing some big things. Yuri Hudler, Patrick Shupp. This was our back-to-back, so we played the Kings and immediately went up to Anaheim and played Anaheim, and we
walked across the street pretty much.
And we got shut out.
But you know, and that was one of those games when I was watching. It was extraordinarily frustrating because the Stars were outplaying the Ducks so hard.
We couldn't get a shot to fall.
They could not, and that happens sometimes. It's cliche to say it, but sometimes you are the better team and you lose.
My favorite game of all time. You see, I have a friend who is pictured here. And said friend is a Dead Wings fan.
We're all sinners.
Dead Wings fan and I made a bet back in December when the Stars were really struggling, just getting back into the swing of things, kind of clawing our way up the ladder, so to speak. And the bet was, loser has to wear the winner's team colors or team logo the remainder of the night. From the second to third period buzzer sounds, you're in that other team's color and it's done. The whole game was crap hockey. We played 60 minutes, we did. But it was crap hockey. It was slapstick hockey. It was pond hockey in a professional arena.
It was 80s hockey.
First period goal, Lori Korpikoski. Second period, Brett Ritchie on his game.
Mm-hmm.
Klingberg, Stephen Johns, Patrick Hughes. The Dead Wings scored an own goal.
Oh, yeah.
In the second period, one of our goals was a Dead Wings own goal. I believe it was Klingberg's.
Yeah.
My buddy, as soon as the buzzer sounds, gets handed this Stars jersey and chucks it on, and then after we get back to the car, he puts on his Stars jacket. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the picture of him pouting earlier. And at this point, the Centennial truck has come to American Airlines Center. And so the Centennial Tour is happening all over the country. It's already hit several states.
Yep.
Just to think that we're in the 100th year of NHL hockey.
Mitchell did a fantastic job with the Centennial truck. It was a small confined space, however, they did a fantastic job telling the story. I think the thing I enjoyed the most was the showing the evolution of equipment.
The day the Stanley Cup arrives in Dallas, it was beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
Got to touch it. Got to look at it. It was pretty. It was pretty.
I took out my hat, bowed, took my picture.
Respect.
Didn't touch it.
Oh, I touched it.
Really disgusted with the effort in the first period against the Minnesota game.
Oh, God.
My girlfriend and I, actually, we've been together so long, we're pretty much inside each other's heads. Without any indication, prompting, what have you. Jeff K gives his 1 minute remaining in the third period, and she and I in unison yell, Thank God.
Because, let's be honest, we barely squeaked out of there with a goal. A goal.
Yeah.
In the entire first period. 1 goal to Minnesota's
4.
Antoine Roussel, our angry Frenchman. Hudler, Tyler Seguin.
Yep.
Getting 1. The third period goal to push us to the tie.
Yeah.
Was Klingberg on the power play, no less.
I hear Owen Newkirk always emphasizing the most important shift of a game is the first shift after a goal.
We give out 1 per episode. We're aware we're not done with the episode. We're aware there's still games to cover. However, at this point...
In playing Minnesota, one an own goal, but 3 goals on technically 2 shots. Auntie Niemi...
Seriously, bro? I mean, first of all, I kind of want to give the Seriously Bro award to Lindy Ruff because I don't understand how he hasn't figured out that when you play our Finnish goalies, you give them 2 games and then you move on. and you go to the other one, and you give him 2 games. And you do 2 games back and forth, because the reality is, for God knows what reason, we do not do well on a 3rd game in a row. Fast forward to the awkward game at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday.
Yeah.
Granted, over half the country is on holiday on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's his day. Some hockey happened. However, the Dallas Stars did not really play hockey.
Well, yeah.
We go to Buffalo.
Right. Site of the greatest game in Dallas Stars history. # good goal. Party like it's 1999.
Only goal for the Dallas Stars. Radek Foxa.
To see the response by Jamie Benn. Showing his frustration in a physical manner.
How many sticks was it?
3. And those
$600
those sticks ain't
and
cheap.
then some worth of hockey sticks. And Jamie just boom over his knee on the ice, and then twice more on the bench. If your captain isn't getting livid with his team's lack of effort in a game after showing out like we did against Minnesota and coming back from a 4-1 deficit like we did, and showing out like we did against Detroit and coming back from a 2-1 game to winning 5-2, and you show up in Buffalo and you play like you've never played NHL hockey in your entire life against Buffalo, you have a problem.
Yep.
That game.
Which was another one of those sloppy games.
I don't know what's going on. We're playing slapstick crap hockey lately. Patrick Hughes on the power play, which I like that our power play keeps progressively getting better. Patrick Shup.
Jamie Benn. That's what
First period, we get 3 goals. New York only gets 1. New York scored in the first 30 seconds of the game. Fair enough, New York. That's cute. Then you go on the penalty.
First shot of the game again.
Antoine Roussel, our angry Frenchman. Patrick Shup. Cracknell, who has been kind of spotty.
This is going to be the sneaky sign by the Stars, and he has been.
Cody Eakin gets the game-winning goal. The Rangers were seeking revenge. And one of their players decided that he was going to just go for Cody, helmet and all, and wound up with a $5,000 fine. So my question is, Cody Eakin, unintentional contact with Heinrich Lundqvist, was trying to get past him. No history of misconduct. Gets a 4-game suspension and I believe a fine. Homeboy from New York gets a $5,000 fine, no suspension, just a fine for targeting Cody with his helmet. Favoritism much?
It's not so much favoritism. I stand by the theory that they just have a big wheel, they spin it, and whatever it lands on, that's the penalty.
I feel like it was just because it was Heinrich Lundqvist. We're to the point where the guys have to literally claw and tooth their way to a playoff spot. You've gone south of the blue line.
We would like to say congratulations to our Hall of Famer, Mr. Pudge Rodriguez.
Good job, Pudge.